Alright, let's see if this is gonna work here. David Dobrik's second response. I know Keem just kind of went over this, but why not go over it again? Everyone's gonna go over this tomorrow, that's for sure. Probably other people going over it right now as we speak. It's crazy. His first response, his apology was garbage. So let's see what he actually has to say here. Let's see what it says. It says, this video discusses multiple forms of drama, including the R word and SA. Including R and SA. Okay, let's listen to it. See what he has to say.
Hi guys, it's 1:45 in the morning, and
damn, because he's back
I'm finally
east
by myself. Which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but this week's been pretty hectic, and there have been a lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most importantly, and that was a lot, and now I just wanna be able to do this,
yes,
and
sir.
just shoot straight into the camera and just talk to you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions.
I just wanted to say quickly, one thing I wanted to say quickly, just like Keem and everybody else said, is that why if you're gonna apologize and make it real, don't cut your video and edit it. Just film and say it as is. If you screw up, you screw up. You know, you can always say it. What's up, Kick? How's it going? So let's see what he has to say.
Correctly, and I've never done this respectfully, and my last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video.
That's an understatement.
I just want to be clear.
Doing
what
good.
This video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely, and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was by him, as was reported the next day.
Bro, he just said that he 100% believes in that the woman was actually SA by Dom, 100%. David believes it. His own buddy believes it. He just admitted that right there. So that's crazy. That's nuts, man. Hang loose.
I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it.
So he's saying that even though he got the consent from the girl after the fact to post the video, and he still had consent, he should have not posted the video. I agree, he shouldn't have posted a video, but he should have never posted it. He should have never monetized it. He should have never made money off of it. Like, he should have went to the authorities right after the incident and that would ever happen. What's up, Luke? What's up, everyone? Whoop whoop.
And what I understand now, and I didn't understand before, is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up. And
yeah.
I'm sorry. When she later reached out a couple months later to take the video down, I immediately took it down. And I want to apologize to her and her friends for ever putting them in an environment that I enabled that made them feel like their safety and values were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact.
He keeps cutting it, but at least he's apologizing and owning up to it. And the thing is, though, is if he's acknowledging and believes what happened to the girls happened and Dom's responsible and guilty, why aren't they just gonna go to the authorities and make it right? Like, why is everybody making videos on it, apologizing and talking about it? Just straight up go to the authorities and make him responsible for his actions. Like, it's crazy. What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on here? David's apologizing for everything that's going on, all the accusations. What's going on? Love you all too.
that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I did.
Oh yeah, that's the thing too, is that at least he's acknowledging that even if she consented, it wasn't like she had really a choice because of the power dynamic of how popular and like, everybody that surrounds him is going to pressure her, and that she's pressured into consenting just like Seth was. So he's finally realizing that too, because there is a thing called peer pressure, and we all have probably experienced it, either been peer pressured or we've peer pressured others. And I've been a victim, and I've also peer pressured others and other doing things. And David and them have been known for peer pressuring other people to doing pranks, doing these stupid skits, and now it's all biting them in the butt.
Didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable. I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but
I still hate how he keeps cutting it. Like, he just keeps cutting it. Like, he's kind of really making sure that he is addressing and he's trying to say the right things. It is good that he is addressing everything and saying the right things, but he should just thought about it all and just kind of went out with it and came out through the heart. Like I am like live streaming talking right now. I'm not gonna edit it and be like, oh, I screwed up and I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I'll get in trouble. No, I just, it is what it is. News could learn from you, LMAO. I respect you for admiring that. But yeah, let's listen to more of this.
all I can say is people felt like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge the women that spoke out against Dom in 2018.
Sure.
I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that address their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys. I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was, because I couldn't wrap my head around a childhood friend of mine doing this to people and actually hurting people, and I'm sorry for that. Not only did I
I think he might be kind of, in my own honest opinion, with that statement that you just said, he could be truthful about it, but at the same time, if you really thought Dom did anything bad during that time, like during everything that was going on, and even after he asked her for consent, and even after she contacted him and was like, "Hey, this is what happened. Can you take the video down?" And he said, "Okay," and he took the video down. Wouldn't he have like contacted Dom or contacted the authorities or did the right thing rather than trying to keep it all hush hush until it got blown wide open like it is now, and then he's losing all the sponsors and all this stuff. Like, yeah. So like, yeah, he's apologizing and he's kind of still kind of wishy-washing it a little bit, but it's more direct acknowledgement that he's admitting that what happened was wrong. He should have, been there to protect them, even though, which is weird, is I don't know if he's going to talk about the alcohol. Apparently, he's the one that supplied them the alcohol. So, indirectly, I think he's responsible as well. I think that's the reason why he's apologizing too, because of not only the backlash with the sponsors losing everything. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, no, it just I don't know. I know Keemstar was all like W W W. I'm still saying an L, bro. I'm still saying WL. It's kind of 50-50, because I don't know. This
discredit
sounds
you,
wrong,
Allie, but I platformed Dom, and not only did I platform Dom, but I platformed the subject of sex in a negative way, where I made jokes about it, and I reinforced that kind of behavior. And
not only that, you made jokes about it, you monetized it and profited off of it for how many years or how many months or whatever you guys had the videos on. Like, come on, you made tons of money.
I'm so sorry, and I've really let not only you down, but a lot of people down, a lot of people that watch me, and my friends and family for that. I made the decision to no longer film with Dom in 2019, and I'm not saying my content has been brilliant since then, but that's when I first started taking into account the power dynamic and what influence I had on people that I was filming with. But
So he even acknowledges that before this all even came out, that he realized that there's a power dynamic in his influence and that he can make people do things that they normally wouldn't do or consent to things that they normally wouldn't do. And that reminds me of somebody like Charles Manson, who got people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. You know, just because they consent to something or consent to something after the fact, even if if it's still a crime, it's a crime. So yeah, you can apologize all you want, but if it ends up going to court or whatever, you still got to be held responsible. You got to deal with the consequences depending on what happens, right? You should give the money back, no doubt. Better ask him to turn off the sun. It's like 1:30 in the morning there apparently, and he's got the light on still. He's got the setup.
what I didn't do is I didn't go back to any of these women and apologize. I kind of moved on and I learned from it and I grew from it, but I didn't address the situation with these women. I'm not talking publicly, I'm saying even privately. I didn't
True.
reach out to any of these people, and that breaks my heart knowing that I was doing all this stuff and I was making all this content while there was people that were still really hurt by what I made before my content
Bro,
shifted.
why'd you cut it? Why the heck did you cut it there? You're actually straight up gonna be honest and truthful, and you cut it because you realize that you're being really truthful. He realized that, well, all he's doing is going out, making content, making money, getting his name out there, becoming famous. There's all these people that are suffering mentally, emotionally, daily because of the videos that they did with him, the stuff that he got them to do, the stuff that the situations he put them into, and it's just all bad, all around bad, bad, bad. It's just yeah, it's like yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's just so bad. Like I meant he won't give the money back, no doubt. Like that's the only part where like he was actually gonna be honest and truthful, like and like her like and then he cuts it and edits it and like that's pretty harsh. Like he realizes now that well he all he cares about himself, like a lot of big YouTubers and a lot of people famous, that their actions have consequences and it impacts and affects people. And I guess he's realizing that, but I wonder if that's because of the negative backlash he's received, losing the sponsors, everything else, and you could take it two other ways. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know David personally, but a lot of these people are narcissists, and they'll do anything for clout, and they'll do anything for publicity, and yeah. So, just my own personal opinion on it as well. He does look scared. I agree. So he's gonna come out no matter what. He's already losing sponsors. Everyone's like coming out and all this stuff, but I think also the fact that he supplied the alcohol indirectly caused it and then filmed it and made money off of it. He's pretty much done for if this ends up going to court. And instead of apologizing about it and stuff like that, why doesn't he just like step up and just be like, "Hey, this is what happened. Let's deal with the consequences," rather than trying to beat around the bush and apologizing about it, and then hopefully it all just kind of goes away. Because that's what a lot of these big, rich, famous people do is they apologize, and hopefully it just all goes away. Which it seems it happens. A lot of these people get away with a lot of this shit. It's fucked.
To be more responsible and positive, I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes, and it was cowardly of me to say in my last apology that I missed the mark.
Understatement.
It's fucking gross, and I'm sorry. A lot of people reached out to me saying cancel culture is bullshit and you need to fight back and you need to call people out, and I don't agree with how this should be taken at all. And I think when there is a crisis, there's a serious opportunity to correct yourself, to learn and improve, and to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. And that's why it is so important to hold yourself accountable. And I
Hold yourself accountable. Thanks on the crats to 500. Hold yourself accountable. So far you've been admitting that Dom probably did do what he's accused of doing, and you feel bad for it. The thing is that I still haven't heard him apologize for like really providing the alcohol. Like, am I wrong? Was he not the one that provided them the alcohol, or was it somebody else? Because from what I understand and heard, it was him that provided the alcohol, and then set up that whole situation and tried to force Dom to get into a threesome with these girls. He forced the situation. They ended up acting on it. Regardless, he forced them to do an act indirectly. It's like I said, Charles Manson. he's he's getting people to do stuff for views and clout and publicity and commit these acts and crime and stuff, and he tries to like get away with it by distancing himself from it and saying that it's not him and apologizing for it and feels bad for it, but you're the one that set it up, bro. Like, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. Like, exactly, Keek. Like, jail, man. Like, I like how I still paused it on him, too. It doesn't look like he's totally, like, upset at all. But, like, yeah, I just don't understand it because if he's the one that provided the alcohol, and yeah, like, just like he's admitting, like, oh, I think that it did happen. Well, if you believe that it did happen and Dom's guilty, well, then you're also admitting that you're guilty for setting it up and having it happen. There,
think with this situation, there's a lot I can look at and there's a lot I can learn from, but there's a lot of mistakes that I made.
well, hopefully you'll all learn from your mistakes that you made in jail, because influencers and YouTubers and rich famous people need to be start being held accountable because, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Michael Jackson popcorn meme.
And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everybody I've let down. I'm sorry to my family, and I'm sorry to my friends that I've embarrassed, and that this won't happen again. I'm going to take a short break from all the social media stuff because I realize there's a serious lack of
Yeah.
infrastructure when I make any kind of content. And I want to be able to have a place of checks and balances. I want to have HR, and I want to be able to have people communicate discomfort in a way that's comfortable to them, and where they don't feel like their emotions or what they're doing or how they're acting is compromised.
He cuts it right when I pause it. Perfect timing. They're doing teach spreads to the daily people, right? And what I this is what I don't get about these content creators, okay? Like I started doing YouTube a long time ago, like a while ago, like 5, 7 years ago. I don't remember what it was. But anyways, as soon as I realized kids watch 11-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids, doesn't matter how old the kid was, watched me and I was an influencer, a role model. I tried to smarten up and tried to watch what I said, try to watch what I filmed, try to watch what I did. And it just blows my mind that some of these people like David Dobrik and other YouTubers that are like adults, these are grown adults, are pulling pranks and pulling these stupid videos to make money. And they're making all this money. And actually, some of these pranks are actually crimes. And it just blows my mind away because, you know, like, sorry, like growing up, like I watched Jackass and CKY and I thought that stuff was pretty crazy. And like when I was like 14, 15, you like think, oh, how maybe I'll like copy it and stuff like that. And but like you're an adult, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that stuff. It's stupid. But like that's what these people are doing in retrospect, and it's just idiocracy to me. Like I just understand. Like I could go out right now and do shopping cart pranks and ha 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 and stuff, but I'm not. Like I just like me and my buddies could go get wasted and like do stupid stuff, but like what's the point in that? We're gonna have a bunch of kids watch it, and I don't know, like is that like the point of YouTube is just to like do stupid stuff to have kids watch it to make money? Like I don't know. Like it's just me kind of ranting on that. Because, like I said, like I could be doing stupid videos and pranks and other shit too, but I don't know. Let's listen to watch this and the rest of this.
It doesn't feel right to go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible. And
Bro, I think you just should just stick off, lay off the shit. Get off YouTube, get off social media. You've caused so much pain and suffering to people, and you're saying you're gonna come back on it to like keep doing what you love, bro. Don't. That's an L right there. That's not a win, that's an L. He's gonna get he didn't learn anything. He's just gonna go silent for a bit, go dark, and then come back on.
that I'm learning. Maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity to step up and own my mistakes. And like I said before, I've never done apology the right way. And I'm sure I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to be pissed at some things that I didn't say or I wish I could have added more. But this is my beginning to that, and I'm sorry for everybody that I hurt. I also want to add that I'm making myself available to anyone that wants to reach out that I've hurt in the past. I want to be able to hear and understand from yourselves, and I'll be reaching out on my own to some people because
Well, that's
I
good.
still have a lot of learning to do. And
Should have done
I
that from day
think when
one.
you talk to other people, especially about experiences like this, it really helps you see things in a different way. But yeah, I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to sit and talk and ramble, and I really truly hope that someone can take something away from this experience, that another creator can take away from this. And I know it feels, because I know how crazy it felt to me that there was some sort of toxicity or some sort of power dynamic in my friend group. But really just take the moment, especially when creating content that you're trying to get viewership out of or you're trying to get laughs out of, like really take a moment and look at where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, because I think that's so incredibly important. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye.
That is a good point, and that's the thing though, is like if he realizes the power dynamic, and that right there, like to me, means that he admits that he realizes that he's a bully. Like that's bullying in a sense. Like you have a group of friends, you realize that you are more popular or have a powerful, more power dynamic over them, so you can convince them or get them to do stupid shit so you can film it and make money, and you don't have to do any of the stuff you would normally wouldn't. I don't think David would normally do any of the stuff that half these people have done in his videos that he's put them through, but yet he puts them through all this stuff to make him what, famous and money. Like I said, like this reminds me of Charles Manson straight up. Like like Charles Manson didn't do any of the acts or didn't wasn't there, but other people did the stuff, and like it just indirectly it's like kind of this, same thing. So I don't know. You can either agree or disagree. That's just my own personal opinion. That's just crazy. His apology again, his second apology was only 7 minutes long. There's a lot of cuts. Um, in my honest opinion, if you're gonna apologize, you just come out straight out and you just apologize. You make a video, you don't edit it, you just say from the heart, and whatever comes out, comes out. And if you screw up, you screw up. And if people like it, you like it. If they don't, they don't. And that's just the way it is. But I don't know. These people have so many people around them that they make sure that they don't say anything wrong. But he did straight up apologize and admit to a bunch of stuff. So I got to give it to him for a bunch of things. But at the same time, if he was the one that supplied the alcohol, he didn't even acknowledge that. He kind of did put them all into the situation. Whose idea was it for them to do all that? Was he the director? He was the one that put him on all into that. So in a way, he's responsible too. Like I said, like so I don't know. It's just gonna be quite interesting to see what comes out through all this. And my whole point of all this is, where's the authorities getting in? Like, why isn't the police or anybody getting involved? If these people were actually AR'd, like, or SA'd, why aren't these people actually being criminally investigated and then going to court and then possibly charged and going to jail? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Anybody else probably would have already been. I guess maybe nobody's ever called the authorities. I don't know, but That's just what this is. It just, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. He's already lost all his sponsors. The worst that could happen is he loses his YouTube channels, and I don't know what else. Goes to jail. I'm gonna call it right now. If they get the authorities involved, Dom's definitely probably gonna end up going to jail, and David could possibly be going alongside with him. That's for sure. But yeah, anyways, that's just crazy. I just thought I'd do a live stream on this. Check it out. Thank you everyone for coming in and checking it out. I really appreciate the love and support. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get going. I'm gonna get onto my gaming channel, Red Eye Ginger, and we'll be doing some Fortnite. It's kind of funny. I just wanted to mention Keemstar when he was doing his live stream. He ended up having 68,000 people join in, and he was laughing about how he made $1,400 in donations. And it just blows my mind on how many content creators are using this as an opportunity to try to like make money and like get views and stuff. And I don't know, I just wanted to mention that. And hey, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm not monetized. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not any of that. I was just saying, it's just crazy story, and I wanted to share it with all of you. But yeah, check out, hey Zen Master, me, how's it going? But yeah, check me out on Red Eye Ginger. I'm gonna get going. Love you all. Take care. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, everyone. I think David Dobrik and Dom are possibly going to be going to jail in the future.